Okay, here we go. Sweet.
Hey.
All right. We're fucking here, baby. We're doing this thing.
Yes,
I can't believe it. Episode 1. Episode fun. Epi-fun. Epinephrine. Do you have your EpiPen?
No.
Why?
That's not how that works.
Okay, well, this shit can rile you up. You might have to blue to the sky, orange to the thigh.
911 on standby. You're good.
All right. You're allergic to everything we just found out, so that's okay. Editor's note. Randall's mic didn't record the right way, so that's why he sounds really muffled. It'll be fixed for next episode. Sorry, we're just working out the kinks over here at Who Asked Studios. Anyway, welcome to Who Asked. This is a comedy show, I hope, where two men debate, compete, guess, hopefully answer your hot questions, and more that ultimately leaves you wondering, who asked for this? I'm your host, Aidan Russo, joined by my dear friend,
Randall Harrison Brown.
Esquire.
Technically.
Yes, you
Yes.
You are a lawyer, pig.
That's true.
And today we're talking about food takes, things that get you fired up. We have Italian blood in us, so I think there's a lot of things that get us fired up. So we'll talk about food, and you know that's the first segment of every show. We're gonna debate a topic, and I hope that's very exciting. And Randall, what is your first thoughts on food?
Well, I know that I think we should open with a classic because not only are we going for this generic podcast of two white guys talking, would it really be appropriate if we didn't go right into pineapple on pizza? I mean, I think we just gotta, just rip the Band-Aid off, get that one out of the way, and yay or nay?
Nay. Obviously nay. Obviously nay. And I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything of it.
Okay, well, hold on. I mean, it can be good if there's meat on there as well. Like, what if it's like pineapple and ham?
Oh, were we not talking about pineapple ham? That's the only pizza that has pineapple on it.
Well, I know sometimes it's just pineapple and just cheese.
Who's just pineapple?
I promise, it's real. It is real.
Nope. Only before a first date.
Before a first date.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
If you catch my drift.
I thought it was supposed to be it's pineapple, right, yeah.
The cum thing? Yeah, that's pineapple.
Yeah. I was going to say, the Italians, they already, the sanctity of their pizza, it doesn't matter. When I was there, I had a pizza that had French fries on it. Not like potato. They literally just had French fries just like baked into the cheese on there. And I think if anywhere in America did that, people would be like, oh, the Italians would, burn you at the stake or drag you through the streets like Mussolini. But no, that's not. They are the ones that did it. So
was Mussolini dragged through the streets?
Yes, they drug him through the streets with his love affair secretary, and everybody peed on him as they were dragging him through the streets. Just
certainly
open stream.
Not true.
It is, and then they hung him and the secretary in the square.
It's hanged. Mussolini could have been hung, but he was hanged to death.
That's what his secretary thought. But anyway.
And he had the pineapple pizza, so yeah.
He was the first one, actually. That makes a lot of sense.
The first one. That's why the secretary got him. His cum tasted good.
Right. You can't have a full, fascist dictatorship type thing without pineapple on pizza. Anyway, next food take. All you.
Well, let's stick to Italy because I think obviously we have a lot of history here. One thing we were talking about recently actually is that when you go to an Italian restaurant and small town Italian, you're going to get a big chicken parm pasta. First of all, marinara sauce, bad. Red sauce, good. Marinara sauce, out.
Sure.
But when you order the ravioli, maybe a short rib ravioli, a 4-cheese ravioli.
Lobster ravioli?
A lobster ravioli. How many pieces are you getting on average?
4. Maybe, no, 4. 3 usually.
And that's bad.
Okay.
What are we doing here with the ravioli portions?
Have you ever made ravioli?
Don't care.
It's hard. I mean, I'm sure there's definitely machines that do it for all of these restaurants, but
there certainly are.
In real life, though, that's a lot of ravioli. So if you're going to a good restaurant and they're hand making it, maybe that's why there's three. But if you go to Olive Garden and it's all you can eat ravioli, it's because, you had a robot in the back turning them out one by one.
I hope the robot came out and delivered my unlimited soup and breadsticks too.
Yeah, probably, most likely.
Yeah. And on the same vein, so I was talking about marinara, but the more important thing is, let me get your thoughts on when our white friends call Sunday sauce Sunday gravy.
I am lucky enough to have not witnessed or heard of this until probably the later college years of my life,
Right.
because of where I grew up, perhaps, and the people that I have brought myself close to. However, eventually, things like this, tragedy strikes. You learn about people who call it gravy, like the stuff you put on a turkey at Thanksgiving. And
Right.
you know what? I think we both agree on this, so this might be hard as far as arguing, but for those of you who don't get to argue back that I'm currently yelling at, it's sauce. It's not gravy. Take it to the bank. The end.
Yeah, and just to put a fork in it, gravy is a sauce made from cooked meat juices together with stock and other ingredients. And it's the first thing I know when it's like, it's a fucking shitty, like, New York, like, there's all these fake Italian places in New York, and it's like, come get mama's Sunday gravy. And it's like, no one calls it that.
Is
like,
it Boss Baby doing the ad?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Alec Baldwin before he killed the guy. He was Boss Baby, right?
Yeah, a bit of Gwavy, that's all.
Yeah. I don't, but it's not, it's just not, it's not stock and meat juice. I mean, sure, you might cook some meatballs in there, but get a fucking grip, man.
Too. Yeah. Yeah. They say, oh, well, that's what my blah, blah, blah always called it. Well, she's wrong. God rest her soul, she's wrong. So
she's dead, too.
She is. I don't think I wasn't even going to go to the actual definition like you did. I don't need to see the facts. I know it in my heart what it is.
You're Italian in your blood, and that's all that matters.
Sure. Yeah. Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just ridiculous. There's another thing I would like to talk about, unless you have something burning.
I do, but go ahead, please.
Come on. Go. No. Go ahead.
No. It's just more sauce talk. No,
keep going.
I'm going to talk for half an hour.
Spill your guts on sauce.
You
Why
go.
Don't you spill your guts
I'm done. You know what's burning the sauce on the stove, so go. I'm running out of time. Go.
This is an audio visual podcast. You do need to talk.
I see. That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, fine. I'll go. Tomatoes on burgers.
Yeah, that's fine.
Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
Lettuce, tomato, onion on every burger. That is a burger.
No.
What do you mean wrong? You're just making a sandwich otherwise. That's not a burger at that point.
Can I tell you what? Tomato on sandwich? Awful. And some people listening, because only our friends are going to listen to this, would say, Aidan, your palate is chicken tenders and ranch. And I would say, that's not true anymore. I like a lot of things, and I am a foodie, so to say. Tomato on burger is just a wet slop of nothing. Usually it's unsalted, and it completely ruins the beef.
The other things on the burger are salted. No shit, the tomatoes unsalted.
You gotta salt everything there, honey pie.
You gotta know the difference between a good tomato and a bad tomato. A bad tomato, like the kind you get at the diner that's been in the freezer for 100 years, they just taste like water. And they get the skin that just doesn't go away, that's it. But a fresh tomato has its own taste. Otherwise, it wouldn't be in 1,000 different recipes and ingredients and things like that.
Recipes are built to be wrong.
What?
Yeah, it's just,
what do you say?
I like there's a bunch of new places in New York City, not to brag, that there are all these smash burger places, which I really like. They're very good. I love like a grilled burger too, but smash burger places, it's 2 patties, cheese, perhaps some grilled onions, and like an aioli. Perfect. That's a burger.
Sure, go to White Castle and get the same thing. But if we're talking about an actual burger, an American cheeseburger, you're going to have lettuce, tomato, onion, maybe pickles, ketchup.
No,
that's just the way it goes. Look, I used to eat tomato sandwiches when I was a kid. I'm not even kidding.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
That's
fucked up. And I know I don't give a shit if you're Italian. That's wrong.
No, it's not even an Italian thing. My grandma used to tell me it's an Uncle Harry sandwich because my Uncle Harry would eat it all the time.
What was Uncle Harry?
What an Italian, sure, but
Oh
okay,
golly.
but it's not because the way I ate it, it's not like I had it on ciabatta with provolone and mozzarella. It wasn't Italian. It was potato bread with Miracle Whip, salt and pepper on a tomato. The end. That's what
That's
it was.
worse. That's bad.
Okay. Oh, I'm just saying it's not an Italian thing. They might hate it, but
Terrible.
it's good.
Terrible.
Look, my grandpop and I, you could take him out of the garden and just put salt on it and bite it just like that, and
You
just like it's an
could.
apple, and it's good when you do it like that.
Agree to disagree. That
Mm.
agree to disagree. The
Sure.
name of this segment.
There you go. You worked it out eventually.
Yeah, we worked it out. We got there. We
Uh-huh.
didn't have a name going in. Do you want to talk about your sauce thing yet again, or
No,
are you
we're
nervous?
done. I'm past the sauce, boss.
All right. Well,
okay?
then I want
I'm
to talk
moving
about
on.
piss.
Not yet. Not
Come
yet.
on.
Because you were just, I don't care about your segue, okay? You were talking about ranch on your chicken tenders. What about chicken wings? If you're going to have chicken wings, you dip them in.
Blue cheese.
Yes, correct. Okay. Just making sure.
I'm from upstate New York. I'm not a fucking psychopath.
Sure.
I'm not
Yeah.
I do love ranch. I do love chicken wings, but chicken wings are meant to be with blue cheese. Let's not be foolish.
Let's not kid ourselves. I agree.
Spicy garlic, greatest chicken. It's basically, medium with a little bit of garlic, maybe a hot.
Sure. Okay.
But it's with blue cheese and yeah, I did like ranch, but guess what?
You grew up.
I fucking grew up.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyway,
Thank
go ahead
you.
and talk about piss.
Can we talk about piss now?
Absolutely. Anything for you.
I've been thinking about this since before this podcast came to be. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think it was after, and I ate asparagus one day, and I said, I got to talk to someone about this piss thing.
Right.
When you eat asparagus, I'm fucking tired of the piss stuff.
Well, you're unlucky. You know that?
And I like asparagus. I think it's a good vegetable. Again,
it is a good vegetable.
Growing up. The piss thing has got to stop. It's hot. The piss is hot. It's stinky, and it makes me feel like it's coming out of every pore of my body, and I smell like asparagus piss.
Did you know that not everybody smells it? That it's
no.
That's a real thing.
Is it like cilantro?
Yeah, the soap thing. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Not everybody. There's a term for it where like you can't smell asparagus piss.
What's the term for I can smell it so fucking much I don't want to eat it anymore?
And that's you're eating too much asparagus.
I'm not eating that much asparagus.
Because it's
5 stalks.
It's like asparagusic acid or something. That's probably not it, but
asparagussy acid.
It's got its own acid, and when you pee, it evaporates really fast, and that's what you're smelling.
I can see it evaporate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like when you wake up on like a spring or fall morning on a lake.
Sure.
And you see the fog coming up. That's what I see when I piss. Asparagus piss.
Yeah. I mean, it's sure. Yeah. And that's why. And you're not lucky enough to have it. So
that really got my heart rate up. I'm really fired up.
That's all right, man.
So what does it make your body like? I'm nervous to go to bed after.
Well, talk to your therapist. But it's called asparagus and anosmia. Asparagus anosmia, and it is not related to your health.
Asparagus anosmia.
Yep. Studies suggest that 22 to 50% of people experience smelly urine after eating asparagus. Only 50%? That seems pretty low.
50?
Only 22 to 50. All the studies combined.
22 to 50% do smell it?
Do smell it, which means
no.
Which means at a maximum, half the population doesn't smell
it. Nothing good has fucking ever happened to me. That's bullshit.
Yep. 50-50 shot. I mean, you flipped your coin.
50 shot?
Flipped your coin and lost, my friend.
I try to eat vegetables, man, but
yeah.
The asparagosmic acid.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it, dude. I'm sick of it. It's like
asparagusic. Just
asparagus. Is that real or did you make that up?
That is actually real.
Oh
it's probably not pronounced that way, but it is.
Asparagusic?
Yeah, that sounds way better.
Tony Siragusa? That one's
it's literally asparagus and then IC at the end of it. So.
Asparagus. Yeah.
We
don't have to spend 3 minutes on the pronunciation of gussic.
But someone should. But it won't be us.
Yeah. that really got me fired up. I didn't really know I was gonna. This is a segment full of passion.
Mm.
I didn't think I was gonna be that mad about it, but it does make
Asparagus
me
is
mad.
always greener. The other side.
What's your number one vegetable?
Number one vegetable, probably broccoli. More often than
Yeah.
not, I get that. Just steam it. You don't need to put anything
Oh,
on that.
steam
You
it.
just that's the best way.
Nothing on it. What is
I
wrong
mean,
with
no, if
you?
I have to, but I
Yeah, I
guess
don't. I
I don't
mean,
know
I'm
when I
a
would, but
roasted everything. I'm not
sure.
like a raw. I don't like
Hmm.
anything. I don't like it. I only. Yeah, raw.
Yeah, raw.
Um, I like it roasted. I like everything roasted. Salt, pep,
Mm.
oil,
Hmm.
maybe
Yeah,
some GP, some garlic powder,
sure. Or if you could do like Brussels sprouts, maybe a little balsamic on there, and then
maybe a
it's
little bit
all
of
over.
balsamic to finish
Mm.
it off.
Mm.
I love finishing myself in balsamic. Um, l- let's move on.
Okay, let's
Um,
move on.
do you have any last words about food?
I think that's it. I did write some other things down just in case.
Oh, did you? I don't see him in the show doc, asshole.
Yeah, you're right. They're in my own separate thing that I can't tell you because of our next segment. But the
Right.
last thing that I've seen a lot that makes me really upset whenever I see it, mayonnaise on hamburgers.
Oh, great. I'm good. I like it.
Really, you like
Yeah.
it? You like
Yeah. I
you
think
like eggy white yolky grossness on your hamburger.
sure. I don't mind it. I mean, yeah. Would I
You can't have a
usually go?
tomato.
No. Mayonnaise is great. Mayonnaise, I think, got a bad rap. I'm not the guy. I'm not a guy that's gonna be like, oh, I'll eat mayonnaise. That fucking freaks me out. Mayonnaise is good.
I like
Mayonnaise
mayonnaise.
really adds, especially if it's like a good garlicky mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is just egg, oil,
Yeah,
salt, pepper, garlic,
that's
all
all it
whipped up
is.
with a little guy.
Yeah, that's true.
Um, I'm a mustard and ketchup guy first and foremost, but there was definitely a time where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put mayonnaise on my burger. I think it's good.
Mm. What about on a hot dog?
Well, no, what the fuck? Come on.
No. Well, people do that. First of all,
Oh,
I was
what do
gonna,
you put on a hot dog?
I was gonna say, what do you put on a hot dog? But also, people
Oh,
put mayo on their hot dogs, and it
no, they
is
don't.
concerning. It is
No, they don't.
it's real. I'm
What,
sorry to
people
tell
from
you what it is.
Kentucky,
Well, I guess I can look that up. But
Minnesota,
what do
maybe?
you put on your hot dog?
I'm a mustard guy.
Just
When I was
mustard?
young, yeah, just mustard. Spicy brown if I can. Spicy brown is elite of the elite. I'm like not like so grainy that it's just seeds, but like a grainy mustard, like a pretzel-y mustard.
Sure, sure.
Spicy brown's great, but I'll do anything.
Yeah, I defer to a yellow mustard and like a sweet relish. That's the key. But I've got bad news for you.
No.
According to a survey by the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council and the North American Meat
I
Institute,
invented that council.
19% of Americans put mayo on their hot dogs. Some say that mayo on a hot dog has a cult following, and others have expressed their displeasure when condiments like mayo are not available.
I'll fucking express my displeasure with a rifle if they
Yeah,
want to do that.
that's probably a reasonable reaction, I think.
And that's funny. I was watching a John Oliver clip today talking
Mm,
about scientific studies and how basically, there's a million out there. Science is
yeah,
good. I want go science. I'm pro science.
it comes to butt.
Um, but there's a lot of studies, and they have to make big their headline, and a lot of the
Sure,
times there's like studies that random groups do of like 20 people.
sure.
So it's like 19% of how many in where. Let's talk
I mean,
context.
the Sausage Institute seems like they know what they're talking about. That's all I'm saying.
The Sausage Institute, I'll give them that. The Sausage Institute. That's tough.
A little bit or some. Yeah.
Yeah, I did create that though. Well, that's good. I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's time we take a break. We're coming up on 20 minutes.
Oh, already?
So we're
Wow.
gonna play a couple ads and get right back to it. Just kidding. We don't have ads. This is our first episode.
Woo.
If you went to reach for your phone and hit the plus 15-second thing, you're a fucking pervert, and that hurts our AdSense.
How could you?
No, but what we're gonna do is get into a fun segment we call Newsreel.
Do you want me to do it? You want to do it?
Why don't you explain it?
Sure.
You're the lawyer. You're the esquire.
So, newsreel, REAL, what we're doing is each week, Aidan and I will each find a news story that is absolutely ridiculous, something that seems hard to believe, and then each of us will guess if it is real or made up by one of us after we tell the headline in the first paragraph. So I believe that's really it. Yeah.
That's fucking it. But speaking of news, let's talk
Mm,
fake news.
okay, that's
And
fine.
let's talk the debate.
Mm,
The debate just happened. When you're listening to this, it's going to be pretty old because we're batch recording. This is episode 1. For a little behind the scenes of how the podcasting industry works, this isn't coming out right now.
wow, this is cool.
Yeah,
Keep going. I'm sure that's what they want to hear about.
yeah. But anyway, the debate. Couple of
Yeah.
100-year-old guys
Mm.
talking golf handicaps.
Oh yeah.
And I just want to say, like, my biggest takeaway, because they didn't talk policy, so I don't need to talk policy. If they're single-digit handicaps, then I'm Tiger 2000, winning 10-plus events, Grand
Probably.
Slam.
Yeah.
I think I'm already ahead of the curve because I can walk 18.
Yeah. True.
I can also pick up my head
Mhm.
and my jaw.
Yeah. And your
But
mouth
anyway.
isn't just constantly open when you're not talking. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Why don't you go ahead? And I'll just sit here.
I would prefer if you did it. But yeah, no, I feel good. I feel great. I think it was a good high-spirited debate between two of our nation's best scholars.
Yeah, best scholars. All right. Well, anyway, and that was talking politics. Are you hanging your head in shame?
Just a little. Yep, we're good.
Okay. I'll go first on this.
Great.
Hold on, let me pull up this real or fake thing. Are you ready for this?
I think so. Let's hear it.
Call the fashion police. Jorts wearing bandit hits St. Louis.
Jorts wearing bandit. That's it. That's
No. Sorry. Anyone who recognizes a man accused of robbing stores in the St. Louis area while wearing jean shorts is being urged to call the fashion police.
Oh yeah.
St. Louis County Police dubbed the suspect the jorts wearing bandit in a tweet on Monday and included a photo. The tweet says the suspect's disregard for the law is as offensive as his disregard for fashion trends.
Oh man, police departments really try and be relevant on social media. That could be real.
The man is suspected of targeting at least 2 Walgreens stores in the city of St. Louis. No serious injuries have been reported. Police said in an earlier tweet that anyone who recognizes the man should contact law enforcement or, quote unquote, the fashion police.
If it was Walmart, I think it'd be.
This was me in high school.
No, it wasn't. And even if it was, I don't want to hear about it. We're done with that. I'm going to go ahead and say that this seems very real. So I'm going to say it's a real story.
It is real.
Yeah, damn it.
It is real. I legit think in my best days I could have come up with writing this.
Well, literally the first line was like, people are urged to call the fashion police. I was like, ooh, that sounds like that could easily not be real, but yeah, how it goes.
Yeah, it's all too real. He literally robbed just Walgreens in jorts, and
Jorts guy.
I mean, honestly, there was only like 3 more sentences to what I read.
Mm.
Whoever wrote this was in their fucking bag.
Yeah, sure. Go down knowing that you're the jorts guy is such a shame.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the jorts guy. I'm the jorts guy.
All right, so I will go for mine. Are you ready? Get your notepad ready. So, news real or news fake? That doesn't make sense.
News real or news?
Town in Montana mandates cow therapy for stress relief in public schools. In a surprising and unconventional move, the town of Lewistown, Montana, has mandated cow therapy sessions for students in its public schools to help combat stress and improve mental health. The program involves local farmers bringing their calmest and most docile cows to school campuses. During designated therapy breaks, students can spend time petting, grooming, and even talking to the cows in a peaceful, supervised environment. The idea is based on studies suggesting that interacting with animals can reduce anxiety and promote emotional well-being.
Are you fucking done?
It's the first paragraph.
Jesus Christ. Who wrote that? Charlotte Bronte?
That's not part of the game.
Okay. It's funny because I believe your dog is working on being a therapy dog.
That's true. Yeah, my mom is, she's got their dog doing it and going through all the training. They went to the Amazon warehouse, actually. Got all those people, but.
Yeah, that's nice. I mean, you could just paint him spotted, and that's a cow.
It's true. Therapy cow dog.
I'm going to write, you said, do I have my notepad?
Yeah.
For those not watching, that says real mirrored. I
Mm.
think it's real.
That actually,
because
that was pretty. I didn't realize that you mirrored that for the camera. That was well
I
done.
didn't mirror. Is it correct?
Oh no, it's correct.
Oh,
No,
well, it's mirrored for me.
I gave you way too much credit. I'm sorry. It is fake. This is absolutely
Fuck!
fake. Entirely fake, not real. Mandated? Really mandated cow therapy? I
I
thought that was
honestly, I
going to
didn't
give it
pay
away.
attention to you saying fucking mandated. I thought it was like too benign to be real for a second.
Yep.
And my whole point of the dog thing was that you wrote it because you were thinking of Luke.
No, I could tell though. That's why I kept talking about it, because I wanted you to keep going down that path. But
son of a bitch.
doesn't work like that. Sorry.
And
That's one for me for newsreel.
I'm
going to keep track of this. Oh, absolutely. At this point,
you're right.
So is it time for mystery segment?
It's time for mystery segment. Aforementioned mystery segment. I don't think we actually ever mentioned it, but congratulations, you've made it to the mystery segment.
Wow. I would expect you to have turned it off by now, truly, but here we are.
Every week, we're going to just do something that we want, that we think is funny, because this is a comedy podcast, I think, and I think laughing is good. So this week, what I want to do with Randall, not to brag, but I was briefly in the comedy world, writing, stand-up, you name it, and I sometimes write Twitter jokes. So I wanted to read off my drafts in my Twitter. Just get your thoughts, and maybe you can tell me if you want me to post one.
So I'll pick one out of all these to post. Yeah,
I've got like 15.
Okay, well.
Do you have your notepad?
Yeah, I guess I do.
Are you ready for the first one?
Suppose so.
Usually I think of these when I'm drunk, and then I write them, and then I don't send them out.
Right, because the morning comes, and then it's all over.
Yeah, sure. I'm scared. Call me Sister Act the way I just made whoopee in my pants.
Next.
That's it.
I gotta hear the rest. That could be your best.
That's 1-1. I mean, that was 1-1. People that only wipe once and then are done if it's clean, jail. I'm a multi, I need 3 straight cleans.
Sure.
Here's a bit of a longer one. Me and my doctor have a fun relationship. I have a new thing wrong with my body every single time, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. So it's just, hey man, how's the family? All right, thanks for the anxiety pills. See you in 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good.
Kind of topical. We're almost 30.
That's true. Yep.
We're
almost time.
I wore my ascot to the bar, and you're ignoring me.
That one is my favorite so far.
I thought it was going to be too niche.
Yeah, well, no, but that's like a perfect one that you just see screenshotted and cropped somewhere just with no context. No context is needed on that one.
Yep. Okay, this is a good one. This is a good one for you because it's kind of Jersey driven.
Sure.
The biggest threat in rural New Jersey is drunk drivers, not coyotes.
It's true. That's not. I mean, that's my life. You think that's a joke? I live that every day.
I think I wrote that in your home.
Yes, it's drunk drivers and deer that are blind. That's it. Those are the only threats.
How about 2 more?
2 more. Okay, sure.
I miss fighting over a set list sheet covered in sweat, blood, and cum.
Set list sheet.
You ever been to a emo show?
Not with a cum sheet. No.
Right,
maybe a little bit. Sorry.
I do have one that just says praise kink. That's it. That's the only thing it says.
Question mark at the end?
Nope. Just that's
praise kink. Period. Kink. No period. No period. Period at the end.
Yep. Last one. Absolutely yes. 100% of the time I am home. I pee sitting down. Thanks for asking.
That is pretty good for thanks for asking, because nobody asked. Just
who asked? Am I fucking right?
Who asked?
Holy shit. We broke the 4th wall already, dude.
Damn, that was fast. Either way, that one doesn't win. I go ascot all day long. That's the end of it.
I didn't plan for this, but now that it's happening, our sweet men, Jake and Amir, on their new podcast have a segment that they call 50 Like Tweet.
Sure. Where you
I
have
don't
to get
have
50 likes on the.
Jake writes a tweet for Amir, and
Ah,
it has to get 50 likes by the end of the episode, or it's a monetary
by the
exchange.
end of the episode.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
I don't have enough followers to do that, so I'm just going to tweet it, and we're going to come back. We've got 10 max minutes left of this show. So I'm going to post it and see what happens. I think my girlfriend's going to know that one because I think I said that one time. I saw a guy in an ascot that was like reading at a bar. I was like, you're trying something and it's not working.
You never know. You never know. It could work for that guy.
It's so funny. It does happen in New York a lot. Like people will bring a book and it's like fucking.
Oh yeah, when I visited, I saw that exact same thing happen.
Good golly!
We were trying to go and play trivia because we love trivia, and there's a guy at the end of the bar reading the same page in his book for 10 minutes until eventually it worked because he can't even knock it. The girl came up and was like, "Oh, what are you reading?" That's the end. It worked.
Didn't turn a fucking page.
Nope.
He was sitting there stirring his fucking vodka soda.
Yeah.
Reading Jane Eyre. I can only think of Charlotte Bronte right now, so that's all I got.
We're back. Well, speaking of trivia,
unplanned. I mean,
bam,
jeepers.
Bam. Yes, the two of us are big fans of trivia. So we are, of course, going into Trivia Tuesday, our new segment. Is today Tuesday?
Yes.
It actually is. Yeah. So,
it actually is Tuesday.
And what are we going to do in this segment? What are we doing?
So I'm a big sports fan. Randall's a virgin, so he's a big Star Wars fan.
True.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to ask Randall a sports trivia question, and Randall's going to ask me a Star Wars trivia question. And apparently similar to Newsreel, we're going to keep track because competition's fun, and, you know, I'm very competitive. I think it'll be fun to talk about and hopefully some topical things. I will say Randall asked me a question in our test episode about Star Wars, and I don't think he knew what he was getting into.
Look, it really helped me gauge the situation. That's all I'm telling you. It helped me
I was going to get to Luke, and I want to be very clear about that.
Look, there's a new show that's currently out, and in one of the interviews, one of the actors said that Anakin blew up the Death Star. He didn't know that Luke blew up the Death Star, and they crucified that man. It's just like neck snap over. So
yeah,
I'm just saying, you not knowing that Luke blew up the Death Star might not bode well for Star Wars fans.
That's true. If we somehow tap into the Star Wars community, I'm fucked because guess what? Yeah. Actually, you know what? No, I'm not, because I'm a white straight male.
That's true. They do well in that, and yeah,
they do well. I am not. I'm not.
There's a lot of good grifters. You know, we can get on with all those people. They would love it.
Yeah, Randall, how about you go first, because I'm a little nervous.
Okay, so like I said, I'm trying to gauge where you're at here. I think this one still might be too hard for you, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm sorry if this is sabotage, but I gotta see where you're at still.
Understood.
Can you name the 12 theatrical movies that have come out?
Oh, okay. I'll fuck it up at some point. Oh,
it doesn't need to be in order, but
can I use my pad again?
Sure.
All right. Oh God, I'm gonna fuck it up right at the beginning. A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Last Jedi, Phantom Menace, or Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones.
Okay.
Oh God, what's 3? All right, I'm gonna skip. We have Rogue One.
You're doing well.
Okay, Rogue One. The Last Jedi, Solo, a Star Wars movie.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh golly. This is gonna be sad. These are I should know these. The Last Jedi. What were the 3? The Last Jedi was the last one.
No.
Was that Rian Johnson's?
Yes, that was the 8th one of the 9 in the trilogy.
Oh fuck! Then I'm done for it. Rogue One. Lando.
Nope, it's not a show.
Movie.
It's not a show or movie or anything.
I thought Lando had that standalone.
With Donald Glover, he's getting a show eventually, but that's not even written. Donald Glover and the guys who wrote the Atlanta, they're writing that show, so I hope it's good. But anyway,
that's gonna be sick. Fucking hell, there's 12. I thought there was
12 theatrical movies. Yeah,
Rogue One, Solo, and okay. So I got 4, 5, 6, 1, 2.
Yeah. So
What's the
you need 3, 7, and 9, and then the other standalone.
3, 7?
But
Oh,
if you
dude,
get 3, 7, and 9, I'm gonna say you got it. That's
there's
what
a
I'll
lot of
say.
pressure here. I'm trying to fill the airwaves,
Hmm.
but I and
There's nothing there, is there?
no, there's absolutely nothing cooking right now.
Yeah.
What happens in the third one? Maybe I can like the biggest thing.
Anakin
It's pre
becomes,
Darth Vader.
spoiler alert.
Spoilers. Hey, if you don't know,
19 years late, but spoiler alert.
fuck, I don't know the
There's
fucking.
let's see, Obi-Wan, General Grievous, all that.
I
Very
know.
highly
Is that
memed
hello?
movie.
Hello
Hello
there.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably the most memed movie of all of them. Yeah.
I can think of it, but I can't think of the name.
Mhm.
It was funny. I was gonna like rewatch all the Star Wars. Fuck. Rise of Skywalker.
There you go. That's the 9. Very well done.
Um,
3 and 7. That's all you need. You can do
what was the first 7? I don't want to take up too much time.
You're
Why
gonna
don't you
accept it?
give me the other standalone?
Well, I was going to give that to you because you kind of said it accidentally. The Clone Wars. That was a movie that started the TV shows. That was a
Oh,
theatrical
right.
release. I was going to give that one to you because you did say it and it's tough. But 3 and 7, if you can't get those, no point.
Fuck. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna give myself 0.8 points though.
I don't think that's fair.
I disagree because 12 movies. I have one
Okay,
question.
but like you got 6 of them out instantly, so it can't. It could, fine. We're gonna have to remember that standard though of getting
Well,
partly
just
part
give
points
me okay, give me 3. Stay like one word at a time. Like,
for
I know it's probably the.
okay. So for episode 3, revenge is the first word.
Oh, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah,
Fucking
there you
hell.
go.
God, of course.
First word of 7, the
No.
Force Awakens.
The
That's
Force.
what it was.
I
Yeah,
TFA, bro.
TFA, man. J.J.
Oh,
Abrams.
I knew
All right.
those.
Yeah,
I knew
you did.
those. That really
Mhm.
hurts. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, mine's gonna seem like an absolute simpleton.
Oh, you don't know that. There's not much I retain about sports, even if I know it. So go ahead.
That was a good question, and I should have gotten it. And I'm sorry, Star Wars fans. I know.
You're getting burned at the stake.
I know. My
Mhm.
fucking brother's gonna light me up.
My brother's gonna light you up too.
But I knew them. It's just hard, like.
Yeah, on the spot. Sure,
The Olympics are coming up.
they are.
I don't know if you've heard.
I have. My brother just told me.
Yeah, great. We were both swimmers in a past
That's true.
life.
Mhm.
So this one's about swimming.
Oh boy.
Whose
That's
record did Michael Phelps break in the 2008 Olympics for most golds in a single Olympics?
I do know this. Oh, what was name? Start with an M.
It does.
Yeah, I know it, but I'm not gonna know it to say it out loud.
Yeah, see, it's fucking hard, right? Star Wars
Uh,
fans, fuck you.
Yeah, Michael Phelps fans, fuck you too.
Yeah. That's my dog. Remember when he smoked weed and everyone was
Yeah.
like,
That's the end of the world.
Michael Phelps.
I'm not gonna get it. I can remember watching the race, but I can't.
Butterfly, he
Yeah.
beat that French
Yeah.
douchebag by .01 with the fucking
They had it. I don't got it.
Mark Spitz.
Yeah, Spitz. Yes, that's what I would have remembered. But
Bonus
oh well.
points or actually any points because you
How
got
many
it
gold
wrong.
medals?
Yeah.
Well, this was when he beat him to get the new record, which is not how
Right,
much
in a
he has
single-
now.
Yeah, a single Olympics.
Oh, in a single Olympics, then it was 7.
Phelps got 8 to beat Spitz's 7.
Damn it. It's all right, fine.
Yeah.
All right.
8 gold medals. That's, it's like, and what? Michael Phelps is probably 30 something when he
Yeah.
won 8 gold medals in 2008. It was 16 years ago.
That's true.
So he's younger than us for
Yeah.
sure.
How many does he have now?
23 gold medals, I believe. Let's do a little fact check. Producers in the back. Jamie, can you bring that up? Can you bring up Michael Phelps gold medals? Jamie? Did you bring it up?
Yeah, he says 23 gold medals, 28 medals total. The most decorated Olympian of all time.
I fucking knew it. I'm the man.
However, that was not your question, so no point for you, which does bring us to, I believe, the end of our first show.
The end of our show. Usually here at this point, we would do a segment called You Asked.
It's true.
And that is it's a Q&A. You can ask whatever question you want. We are obligated to answer it unless we don't want to. You can submit questions to pod.whoasked@gmail.com, and we will use those questions, answer them here, whatever you want it to be. Star Wars hate mail, understood. I think Randall's most looking forward to the first hate comment or hate mail we get. So
that's true. Yes.
This could be you.
I'll read your hate comments. No, I won't. I don't want to. We shouldn't entice that.
That's gonna say some bad stuff. You can follow us on social media. We are on Instagram and TikTok at Who Asked Show. I should have picked a name that was fucking easier to articulate, man.
Yeah, well,
So at Who Asked Show on Instagram and TikTok. You can find us on YouTube. This is a video audio podcast. So if you're listening, please watch, because when we get to 5 views, I'll streak. I'll strip. I'll do anything.
5, 6. Okay, 5. Sure.
And they can't be us. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to our first episode of the Who Asked podcast. I had a ton of fun, Randall.
I did too. And I hope our listeners did. And I hope it did leave our listeners wondering who asked for this. But either way, thank you all.
Thank you. Peace.
See you next time.